Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we start our journey into the Commonwealth Carnage special event. And in case you're wondering what's so special about the Commonwealth Carnage, ladies and gentlemen, is that for today, you're going to be hearing music from England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland, Canada, Cyprus, Australia, and South Africa. So you guys are going to be in for a treat because we're going to actually check out some of the absolute best groups from all of these countries. And hopefully by the end of this, we'll be able to come back together again, or maybe showcase maybe a little bit throughout this journey about what's so special about the Commonwealth. So, with all that said and done, ladies and gentlemen, for only my second Led Zeppelin reaction for this channel, because like nearly 2 years ago is when I finally broke the 14-year rule and actually listened to Stairway to Heaven for the very first time, I am overwhelmingly excited to listen to 10 Years Gone. So, what else are we waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? Let's get started, shall we? 10 Years Gone. In 3, 2, 1. We're not hanging around here either. We're just getting straight to it. Oh, that's beautiful, that is. It's one thing you absolutely, if you are actually relatively new, ladies and gentlemen, to Led Zeppelin, then I just kind of want to showcase just a little bit of stuff like this is absolutely what you want to get yourself familiarized with, because it's not like hardcore. It's not even especially loud. It is, it is a masterclass in precision, in technique. This is the Marco Pierre White of bands. That is the God honest truth, because remember, ladies and gentlemen, it was Marco Pierre White who taught Gordon Ramsay. Ramsay was under Pierre's wing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is, I think, just for words alone, establishes sort of how high my opinion really is of Led Zeppelin. It is basically the group that almost basically started it all, along with, let's say, the Stones and the Beatles, and there are probably maybe a couple of others, but here, ladies and gentlemen, is sort of where it begins for me.
As it was, then again it will be. No, the course may change.
Just again, I talked about the music position, but also listen to Robert's voice. Listen to Mr. Plant's voice. He sounds like he sings like he's got tears in his eyes, which is in a way, I think, kind of fitting, because it gives this if this song was an emotion, it would be like clavital sadness. You understand exactly why you're sad, and because you understand it, it means there's like no shame or no feeling whatsoever, or any reason why you can't cry. You can't just Let it all out. It's like therapy, really. God damn it.
Blind skies of fortune, each have separate way. On the wings of maybe, downy birds of prey. Kinda makes me feel sometimes getting tired to grow. But as an eagle leaves the nest, got so far to go. Changes fill my time, baby, that's alright with me. In the midst I think of you and how it used to be.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. 10 years gone by Led Zeppelin. And I have to apologize. Did I say Robert or Roger there for a second? Because it's definitely a Robert. I know that absolutely for sure. I just wasn't really too certain if I'd actually said that right there. Okay, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And for a 48-year-old song, I think, personally speaking, ladies and gentlemen, if you played this today, I'll tell you, or if this came out today, let me tell you what the reaction would be. This would be absolutely one of the greatest of them all. You know how I can say that with confidence, ladies and gentlemen, and you know why? Because I'm absolutely convinced. I really do think this is one of the best songs I think ever made. I can say that with confidence because it's just, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It just, it did one thing, and one thing that it absolutely should. It was smooth. It was cool. Led Zeppelin utilizes their own skill and technique and their own methodologies in order to tell a story. And that story, ladies and gentlemen, is Robert Plant as probably a young man back in maybe 1965 or 1967 perhaps. And his then partner at the time had to issue him an ultimatum between her or his dreams. It's that old chestnut, ladies and gentlemen. But I will say this absolutely right now. If anybody has to issue you that kind of ultimatum, then I will personally, ladies and gentlemen, say, follow your dreams, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I would do, because it's one thing for someone to say, you know what, if that's all you care about, then you know what, don't expect us to go with you. But it's quite another for another person to stay with you. And I don't know like the full details about Robert Plant's relationship at the 10 years ago. It's a strange thing to say that. But if he, for any which reason, ladies and gentlemen, was forced to decide between this or his partner, just think of the sort of things that we probably wouldn't be getting. I mean, I heard Physical Graffiti, the album that 10 Years Gone is on, is really just, it is an experience and a half anyway. And I genuinely would love nothing more than to go through the rest of here, because aside from and I thought Kashmir was done by The Clash, so, or it might have been done by Led Zeppelin first, so. But aside from that, there really isn't anything on here I actually recognize. But just to get slightly back on track, just ladies and gentlemen, with the music, with the precision in its music done right here, and through its smooth transitions and its dung 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 da da dum da da da, it is about as perfectly composed as, let's say, a Pink Floyd song from roughly about the same time. In fact, the more I think about it, isn't Dark Side of the Moon meant to be turning 50 years old this year? I want to check this out. What time? Okay, 1972. Okay, released March 1st. So, goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to get some. I've got my work cut out for me then. But I just want to say, for the record, ladies and gentlemen, 10 years. And it's one of those sort of things that, again, I think many people can relate to, maybe just on just the title. Because what were we doing 10 years ago, ladies and gentlemen? How different were our lives? Because you'd imagine 10 years is a very long time, and there are many ways in which people's lives will just change forever in very subtle. Because there's 10 years. Okay, so for 10 years ago, when I was only 15 years old, there's actually not really a great deal that sticks out particularly to me in this time period. I went to school, I learned, it wasn't particularly what you might call an exciting sort of period. I mean, Yeah, I already told you guys the story about when I was in year 9. I dedicated nearly 2 hours to talking about that entire year. And then, well, for year 10 was just sort of, I was cruising. I was just kind of taking it all in my stride and just doing what I needed to do. And then year 11 came around. Oh boy, that was another very interesting period, and it wasn't all for the best, but for what did happen, I'm just kind of glad it did. But maybe it's because I don't really want to necessarily say too much, because not because it's boring or anything like that, but because, again, I can't emphasize how much I don't want to take away anything from 10 years gone. Well, I can't, ladies and gentlemen. It's no joke. I think it's online for probably one of my favorite songs I've done all year. It is magnificent. And I can say that with the biggest grin on my face. You know it's true, and so do I. So anyway, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed. And this is the beginning, by the way, to our Commonwealth Carnage special. So I hope all of you guys have enjoyed that, and I'll hope to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye for now.